Hey guys, Ravi here from Adobe Effects, and in this video we'll be learning to make this text plus logo reveal animation in Adobe After Effects. So this is a beginner's tutorial considering the fact that you know how to use the interface of Adobe After Effects. So let's get started. Let us first divide this tutorial into 3 steps. Step 1, making the background. Step 2, animating the text layer. And step 3, logo reveal. So in the first step, let us create a new composition. Let me name this to text plus logo reveal. I set this to like 6 seconds with 1080p format and click OK. So in the first step, we'll have to create a background. Click on this layer, new, solid. I name this to background, and I'm okay with this blue background and click OK. So now the first thing that we'll have to do is type Venetian Blinds in our effects and presets panels and drag this effect onto our background layer. Now set the transition completion to around 5. Change this direction a bit. Set this width to around 25 and feather it to something like 8 or something that you are comfortable with. Note that you can have any kind of background for your logo reveal. So we have a texture kind of thing to our background, and let's move to step number 2. So in the second step, let us create a text. Let me type in "you are searching." Let me just adjust this, and let me just center this again. And to animate this text layer, expand this text layer here, and from animate, click on scale. So increase this range selector. Make sure you are at the first frame of your composition. Click on this timer button here for the start and move to around 1.5 seconds forward and set the start value to 100. The next thing that you'll do is set the scale value to 0. So now if I start playing this, you can see that each one of the characters starts getting revealed. So we are done with our text animation. So in the third step, we are left with animating our logo. So I have this Google logo just for your reference. I drag it to my composition and let me just adjust its size a bit, and right click on this logo layer and pre-compose it. Let me rename this to logo, and you can change the logo in this composition whenever you want for making this a kind of template thing. And make sure you click on this move all attributes into new composition. This is important, and click OK. So let me hide this logo layer for a while. Click on this text layer and click on this effects and presets panel and type in card wipe. So we'll be adding this card wipe effect onto our text layer. So click on U on the keyboard so that you can see what are all the effects that are applied to our layer. So go to around 2 seconds forward, and from the transition completion in our effect, click on this timer button here and set it to 0. Let us click on our layer again and click on U so that you can see that a keyframe is applied at that frame. Make sure you set this back layer to logo and adjust this rows to 15, columns to 15, and let's set this to right to left or left to right. It's all up to you. And go to around 3.5 seconds forward and set the transition completion to 100. And now you see that you have two keyframes, one for at 2 seconds and one at 3.5 seconds. And if you look at the logo reveal, you see that our text layer gets transformed into our logo layer. Perfect. So technically we are done with our effect. So let us add few final touches to it so that it looks good. Click on this text layer and type in drop shadow effect. So drag this effect onto our text layer and set the direction to 20. Increase the distance a little bit and add a softness to it. So now you have a shadow sort of thing to our text as well as our logo. So let us apply the last effect, which is one of my favorite effect called CC Light Sweep. Drag this effect onto our text layer again. Remember that our logo is hidden all the time and we are adding our effects only to our text layer. So again hit U on the keyboard so that you can know where the effect has to be started. Now click on this timer button for the center of our CC Light Sweep effect at around 4 seconds and make sure that you're at the left corner of our composition. Go a couple of frames forward to around 5 or 5.5 seconds and drag this effect to the right side top corner of our composition. You can see that there are two keyframes for this effect and you can see that a light ray sweeps through our logo, something similar to this. And we are done with our effects. So if you start playing, this is how it is going to look. You can download this project file as a template from my website irafx.net. If you are looking for more visual effects and tutorials, consider subscribing to my channel. And you can also follow me on Instagram at VFXGuyRavi. You can check out my Patreon for some exclusive downloads. See you guys next time with another tutorial.